And that is the shock for Liverpool because Pep Guardiola is going to stay at Manchester City for 2 more years. I mean, that is 11 years of contract at Manchester City. Pep Guardiola is definitely one of the best managers in the Premier League after the departure of Sir Alex Ferguson. But yes, this weekend all eyes will be set on the Portman Road on Sunday because Ruben Amorim is going to kick off with his Manchester United team. But yes, there is also Tottenham and Manchester City going to face each other. But this week, there are 5 managers who are also going to make their debut performances with their new club. Just to have a look over here, it is Christian Ilzer who is starting with his Hoffenheim. He is from Sturm Graz, and Sturm Graz has definitely done good under his performance. While the likes of Patrick Vieira, he is coming to Genoa. And what to say about him, because Patrick Vieira is going to make the likes of Balotelli also, and this is the 3rd time Patrick Vieira and Balotelli combining together from Inter to Manchester City, and now at Genoa they will be seeing pairing together. And the likes of Marco Giampolo from Leeds will also be seen this weekend, and as well as the likes of George Sampoli, the new manager for Rennes. I mean, in the League One, this is the new performance of a new manager, as well as Roma are going to have their 4th new manager of this season after Jose Mourinho, Daniel De Rossi, Ivan Juric. Roma getting those 4 losses out of their 5 matches in the Serie A. They have just dropped down to the 12th position, and it is Claudio Ranieri who is going to be the new 4th manager of Roma this season. But yes, guys, this is not all about it, because here we are going to talk about Pep Guardiola, who has just signed his extension contract with Manchester City at Etihad. One of the best managers, because in the Premier League, Arne Slot from Liverpool is yet to face Guardiola. And yes, it will be a nightmare for the Anfield fans, because in the Premier League fixtures, it is the likes of Manchester United and Ipswich Town where Ruben Amorim is going to make his class performance, whereas Liverpool and Southampton are going to face. But yes, it is the likes of Tottenham as well as Manchester City going on a clash tonight. What a watch along we will have this weekend. But yes, all about the Pep Guardiola, why he is at City, and what are the stats which the Etihad made for the compulsion of signing Pep Guardiola at Etihad. But do have a glimpse of what happened this weekend, because it is Bayern Munich getting those 3 goals win in their derby clash in the Bundesliga against Augsburg, and it is Harry Kane getting those hat-tricks. It was a showdown at the Allianz Arena, and Bayern getting those wins over Augsburg has just moved their points to the top in the Bundesliga table. But yes, the injury updates of Reece James, who has been just appointed the captain of the team, and it is Enzo Maresca just giving him those captainship. But yes, he is again back on some kind of injuries. So yes, Reece James has worries for him. But it is again from the Bundesliga. Xabi Alonso has confirmed that Leverkusen are going to face Boniface with that thigh injury from the Nations League at Nigeria. He was doing that performance and he got those injuries. So Leverkusen will be without Boniface for quite a few days. And it is Hansi Flick who has to learn that how he has to win without Lamine Yamal, because losing against Real Sociedad and those previous 2 losses where Lamine Yamal wasn't seen in the starting lineup as well as not in the benches, it is Hansi Flick who has to get those winning performance, and it is definitely the international break which are causing those injuries to these players, as well as the likes of Arsenal, the Gunners getting their right back Ben White injured, and that is Mikel Arteta who is going to just lay off on the sidelines this Premier League matches this weekend, because yes, he has the likes of Bukayo Saka, Declan Rice as well as Leonardo Trossard also on some kind of injuries. But yes, Martin Odegaard is back on some kind of updates is there, as well as he played for in the previous game. But yes, Mikel Arteta has worries because he has so many injuries, as well as this signing of Manchester City with Pep Guardiola is going to make those moves. But yes, Vlahovic from Serie A is also going to make those big clashes because Milan and Juventus in the Serie A are having those big clashes this weekend, and it is Dusan Vlahovic who is definitely going to miss those matches because he is also under the injuries from the Nations League. As well as this is the going to be the weekend where Diogo Simeone is going to make his 700th appearance for Atletico Madrid. This is huge. This is massive. I mean, Diogo Simeone for his 700 matches at Atletico Madrid. I mean, it is just the rumors that what are about his future. But yes, he is going to stay at Atletico Madrid. And there is the likes of Fernando Torres, who is also in the under 19 academy playing for Atletico Madrid as the managerial job. So yes, all talks about Ruben Amorim, whether he is going to win or not, it will be a watch. We have made that video specially dedicated for what are the stats and how Ruben Amorim is going to perform at Manchester United. Are the Old Trafford fans, are the Red Giants, the United stand, they are going to get those performances which they got under Alex Ferguson? It will be a huge watch to see. But yes, are the managerial changes in the different top European leagues are making those significant changes? It is a huge watch because just look at these stats, that what are the appearances for the different managers who have been just changed for their respective clubs and whether their clubs are going to perform or not. But yes, it is Conte who is hoping for the Ranieri's success at Roma after the Napoli clash. It will be also a big match to watch because Napoli are going to face Roma this weekend. And yes, it is the likes of Jonathan David who with the likes of some kind of transfers in the winters. But yes, it is simple because Lille president has ruled out any kind of transfers for Jonathan David, and Lille are definitely going to play in the Champions League with their elite striker Jonathan David, who is making those massive goals in the Champions League. As well as the likes of Ruben Amorim with his fixture difficulties at Manchester United, whether he is going to perform well or not. Do have a watch of the previous video which we had uploaded, especially about Ruben Amorim making those moves. So this video we directly come into Pep Guardiola and all about his chances at Manchester City. What are the stats which he just did? But yes, it is Robert Lewandowski who has just told that. I mean, at Barcelona he is playing at under Hansi Flick with his late collaboration with that elite manager, but he has revealed that to play under Pep Guardiola, it was a difficult job for him. And yes, to talk with the comparison with Ancelotti as well as Jurgen Klopp, he has said that Pep Guardiola has his tactical breakdowns as well as his tactical approaches to the team is very versatile and he changes that very well. But to compare that with the elite managers, he has said that yes, Ancelotti is also like a father figure, as well as the likes of Jurgen Klopp. He has said that he is an amazing guy. But yes, Real Madrid, who are on the verge of signing Rodri from Manchester City, but will Pep Guardiola's extension give that opportunity for Real Madrid? Because Rodri will definitely come from his ACL injury, and with this extension for Pep Guardiola at Manchester City, it will be a huge watch to look. But yes, it is all about the nightmare for Liverpool because Arne Slot hasn't yet faced Pep Guardiola this Premier League, and his performances at Liverpool is roaring to its height. He is making those moves as well as he is attaining those figures, especially at Liverpool after the departure of Jurgen Klopp. But yes, he has just said that it is a good news for City because Premier League is definitely going to be competitive. And he has also said that Guardiola's new contract definitely for these 11 years is going to be one of the best managers in the top 5 European leagues as well as in the Premier League. But yes, Pep Guardiola has revealed that why he is not going to leave Manchester City, because it is the Etihad who are going to pay him the next season as well as in the winters for the signing of those players which he wants. But that is not a joke because yes, Pep Guardiola is on a longest losing streak of his entire managerial career, and yes, the existing deal has been due to the expire of the end of the season, and the 53-year-old has put that pen on paper for the new agreement stretching it to the 2027. But yes, he definitely wants, because the long serving sporting director and the Guardiola's close friend Begristian at the end of this season conjured doubts over the manager's immediate future. That is just uncertainty which has caught the Catalan coach himself. And Guardiola has revealed that he wants to be honest because this season he thought it would be the last one. But the problems which they had in the last month was not now, and it is the right time for him to leave. But their new sporting director, who will be having those entire hierarchy and has been carefully molded to fit Guardiola's every need. That is what Guardiola would want, and Manchester City means so much to mean because he has continued those stint, as well as Guardiola was strongly linked with the England job after Gareth Southgate just resigned. But yes, it is the football association who appointed Thomas Tuchel as their new manager, and it was all left with Pep Guardiola to say at City. And he also boasts a 72% win across all competitions, which is surprisingly the highest of any full-time manager history in for these citizens. And yes, if managerial job we consider, Guardiola has said that if he is going to get relegated, then also he is going to stay at Manchester City. But yes, Guardiola suggests that City has played part in signing his new contract because there is the because he is determined to get back at the club to a state where they were more stable and more consistent. But yes, City chairman Khaldoon Al Mubarak has added that like every City fans, he is delighted that Pep's journey with Manchester City is also going to continue because he is allowing his dedication, passion, as well as the innovative thinking to continue to shape the landscape of the game. And yes, his hunger for improvement will definitely give those nightmares for Liverpool as well as Mikel Arteta. I mean, Gunners, Arsenal, they are also looking to bid. So yes, Haaland getting on those winter transfers or in the summer transfer will not be that option because Guardiola is going to stay up to 2027 and Haaland will also be rolling. But yes, some sort of tactical changes will be made because Haaland is on a goaling spree. I mean, for the past 3 seasons, he is doing so well, and he also demands to be best at the training season, and that is what to be the need. But yes, when you look for a good job in the club and he is not bad, he has got full trust. But just look at these stats why Pep Guardiola's contract extension at Manchester City. I mean, they got those 4 league titles consecutively, as well as those. I mean, after 2015-16, Manchester City just rising to their heights, getting those all total of 10 leagues, whereas Alex Ferguson with Manchester United getting those 20 league titles. It is these stats. Just look over here. I mean, Manchester City with most football points won in a season, that is 100. It is the stat which is definitely going to be the most. And the points per game for the Premier League record, just look at this, where Guardiola is definitely going to be on the top, where there was likes of Roberto Mancini, Jurgen Klopp, as well as Antonio Conte. But yes, Pep Guardiola and Alex Ferguson are too close to each other looking at those stats. And yes, Premier League win points in 2016 and 17, Manchester City has got 739 points. I mean, after that, that is Liverpool getting those 685, where Arsenal and Chelsea, I mean Tottenham, but Manchester United are way down to it. So it is all about these stats which has just comprised, and Pep Guardiola is on that signing, and he will be definitely looking for those victories because in the Champions League, who is going to stop Real Madrid, who is going to stop Bayern Munich, the likes of those elite giants in the UEFA Champions League will be definitely a watch because this is what Pep Guardiola is capable and he can get those setbacks to any team. So yes, the rivalry of Ancelotti from Madrid to the likes of Guardiola at Manchester City in the Champions League will also be a huge watch. But what is your say that which of the managers are doing their best job and what do you have? Do tell us about in the comment section. And yes, before ending this video, do give us those likes, share, subscribe and keep cooling. Bye bye.